and welcome to the spring event of the 2025 Pasture Summit for the South Island. Welcome here to the farm of the O'Connors, of Mick and Kirsten and Flynn and Freddie. Thank you for hosting us today, much appreciated. We'll hear from you guys shortly. My name is Murray King. I'm one of the committee members of the Pasture Summit, and for those of you who aren't aware, the Pasture Summit has been running for a good number of years now. It's operated by a dedicated and enthusiastic group of volunteers, all good farmers, and all with a story to tell and a passion for the New Zealand dairy industry and pasture-based farming systems. We believe that it has a good future, and happy to share that with everybody, hence getting you along today. Also grateful for the sponsors that support this project. You'll note that you've had a meagre registration fee. I can guarantee that you will be rewarded many times over with the gems of information which you'll pick up today. So please listen carefully. There are some real learnings for everybody here, no matter which stage of the career you are at. So with the O'Connors and the farm team here, some of the things that you need to look out for. These are guys who have started from a non-farming background. They've come up through the system. It hasn't always been easy, and they've learned some really hard lessons along the way. You'll pick up some gems around how important it is to know what you're doing, know your numbers, know your system, and more importantly, and most importantly, how you upskill and how you bring people with you and do the same for them. So some real good learnings there. We've got a number of guest speakers and facilitators I just want to point out at the beginning, and I'll read them out so I don't miss any. So Rupert Power from ASB Bank, one of the key sponsors, Caroline Ames from MPI, Virginia Serra, who many of you will know, Alex Perot, Rasheen Woods, Nick Tate and Lee Burberry from DairyNZ, Brent Love from KPMG, Matt Benton, John Gregan and Will Green from the Pasture Summit Committee. We've got a number of farmers participating in the panel session later on this afternoon. James McHone, Mahit and Naswini Panja, I hope I got that right, sorry if I haven't. The DairyNZ regional team supporting the event, and the generous partners and sponsors. The headline partner is DairyNZ, headline sponsor ASB, gold sponsor MPI on-farm support, and our silver sponsors Balance Agri-Nutrients, Dairy Holdings, Fonterra, Farm Source, LIC, Countrywide Media, Ravensdown, Silver Fern Farms. So please support those sponsors that support us, much appreciated. Finally, a big thanks to Silver Fern Farms and Fonterra Farm Source, who are providing a barbecue lunch later on. So on behalf of the Pasture Summit, thanks to all of you for making the time available to come and attend. I'll now hand over to Virginia Serra, who's going to run through the health and safety stuff.
Thank you, Murray. So good to see so many people. It's a pleasure to be here. So yeah, as Murray said, I'm Virginia Serra from DairyNZ. I'm the head of the Solutions and Development team, but was in the extension team for a long time. So hopefully I still can do a halfway decent job. In terms of health and safety, probably first thing, we are in a working farm. So be aware of all of the hazards of a working farm. If there is, I think there is only the kids here at the front, but if there is any other children, please keep them with you, or adults that behave like children. You may want to keep an eye on them as well. In case of an emergency, we're gonna gather in the area where we have the registrations, at the cattle yard area there. And probably, I don't know, the weather, I don't know what the weather is going to do. Supposedly it was gonna be hot and windy, so just keep an eye on when we go to the paddock, potentially bring some water with you. We're not gonna be out there for a long time, and just make sure you have sunscreen and those things. Also, we do have the whole of the DairyNZ team trained as first aid. If anybody is not feeling well, you can go to any of them, and I'm sure there will be other people as well, but I know they are first aid trained. In terms of an overview of the day, like always, our key priority is that you get your questions answer, the discussion goes in the direction that you are interested in. So we have put together a bit of a plan and a run sheet, of course, but really it's about answering your questions. So as a bit of a roadmap of the day, we're gonna start here with an introduction of the people, of course, the career progression for Meg and Kirsten, and then we're gonna look into the fund systems, the high-level fund systems, and the numbers. And very important as well to understand the farming philosophies, the values, and what they actually want for the hard work they put on the farm, because that drives everything and the way they do things, what is important to them. Then we're going to go into session 2, where we will get details on cows and grass. Perhaps when you're thinking about questions, keep that in mind. We're going to go into the detail of how it's done. And then, because of the weather, we're going to come back here for session 3, where we're going to go to another paddock, but just to be safe. Session 3, we're coming back here, and I will be repeating this, so don't worry. And there we're going to be looking into the environmental impacts of the systems, and what are the options for these farms to reduce footprint, or what are the impact of different practices on that. And Nick Tate and Roisin Woods are going to take us through that with Meg and Kirsten as well. And then after lunch, we're going to have a panel where we will be discussing like we have done successfully previous years, career pathways that different successful people have taken, and just have a bit of a, again, Q&A on that. So just want to reiterate that these days are successful if we get plenty of questions. So we purposely don't load the program with lots of content. It's all about answering your questions. So please listen and reflect and bring your questions. So that's probably my plea to you, so you can get the most of the day. Okay, hopefully I didn't forget anything. Now, my pleasure to introduce Rupert Power, Senior Rural Manager from ASB, based in Ashburton, who's going to give us a few comments to open the day as well. Yep.
Brilliant. Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Virginia and Murray, for the introduction. Firstly, a big thank you to the Pasture Summit Committee, our subject experts, and of course, Kirsten and the Green Goblins team for opening their gate and allowing us all today to get inside and understand how your business performs at such an exceptional level. We really appreciate it. Every farmer loves a wee story, so about half, and I'll start with a story about myself. About 4.5 years ago, as a confident young banker who thought he knew everything about farming, I took the plunge into farm ownership. A 200 hectare part irrigated dairy support block grazing about 450 heifers from 100 kgs through a calving heifer. Looking back, I had honestly no idea what I was doing. Luckily, I bluffed my way through a kind first summer, then hit a shocking winter. By then I'd learnt enough just to survive. Reflecting on this now, it's a pretty clear reminder of how important it is to attend events like this, to have good mentors, to surround yourself with good people who lift your thinking, and to have professionals in your business who genuinely want to see you succeed. And for those who care, yes, I'm still bluffing my way through the seasons of farming, but for those like me forging away in the industry, trust me, confidence is good, but competence is even better. As mentioned earlier, I'm Rupert Power, Senior Rural Manager with ASB in Canterbury. We are here in force today with our Canterbury team, including 2 key people I want to point out, Kristen Ashby, our Head of Food and Fibre, and Jason Rhodes, our Regional Manager. It's great to see, to be at the Canterbury Pasture Summit, an event that consistently challenges thinking, lifts capability, and shapes the future of dairy in New Zealand. One thing we see across the regions is that the real difference between good operators and great operators is often the mastery of simple, disciplined, pasture-based systems. Those who focus on harvesting pasture well are the ones who consistently win. And that's why the turnout today is so impressive. It reflects the hunger in this region to keep improving, and it's a reason why ASB is proud to back this event, as well as other leading dairy initiatives like the Dairy Industry Awards and First Farm Initiative. At ASB, we are deeply committed to the food and fibre sector. Recently, our board and CEO ring-fenced another $2.5 billion specifically for growing farming. That level of commitment reflects our confidence in the sector, in this region, and in the industry and the direction it is heading. Our focus is straightforward: helping farmers make confident, long-term decisions through the ups and downs, and the starts with having the right people. People who know your business, who understand the realities of farming, and who get things done. And we all know farming isn't always sunshine and early morning enthusiasm, but we see every day is the capability and resilience that is unmatched. The next generation coming through, contract milkers stepping into herd ownership, share milkers buying their first farms. This shows the future is in very good hands. Supporting people through those milestones is one of the most rewarding jobs as part of working for ASB. This season, we've seen existing customers expanding, new customers joining ASB, and huge momentum across the region. And we're not just talking about supporting growth, we are backing it by actual performance. ASB is the only bank currently growing faster than the market, increasing lending to the sector by around 2.3% above systems growth over the past 6 months. What that means is agri-lending nationally is growing by 6.2%, which is systems growth, and ASB is growing at 8.5%. That momentum reflects the ambition, resilience and strategic thinking of our farmers in this room who choose a bank that aligns with them. And that's why today matters. The Pasture Summit is about turning pasture into dollars, but it's equally about learning, sharing openly and seeing what's working on farms that have aligned their systems with their goals. Mick and Kirsten are achieving outstanding financial and operational results, and by opening up their business today, they're helping lift the whole sector. That's the kind of collaboration we're proud to get behind and support. We're also seeing real gains from smart investments and efficiencies, better energy use, smart irrigation, sustainability initiatives, and tech that strengthens the bottom line. If you're exploring solar or other on-farm efficiency improvements, come talk business with us. We've got dedicated capital in place and people to really help support that transition. To our existing customers, welcome and thank you for your partnership with us. To those we haven't met yet, there are plenty of ASBs here today, so come along and say hello. Great sales pitch. We're excited about the future of this industry and we're here to help power that progress. Thanks for having us and enjoy the sessions today. We look forward to it. Thank you.